यशोदनन्दन ब्रज जन रञ्जन यशोदनन्दन ब्रज जन रञ्जन यमुनतीरवनचारी यमुनतीरवनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण। Can we increase the volume a bit? Hare Krishna. My humble obeisances to all the devotees who are present here for the second session. Yesterday we discussed the glories of Sukadeva Goswami, the immortal speaker of Srimad Bhagavatam. Today I was asked to speak on Krishna's entrance into Vrindavan, the way Sukadeva Goswami described it in the 10th canto of Bhagavatam, 21st chapter. Krishna is the topmost manifestation of the absolute truth. Krishna as a cowherd boy in Vrindavan is the highest manifestation of absolute truth. There are so many avatars of the Lord, so many forms of the Lord, but Krishna's form as a cowherd boy in Vrindavan is the ultimate form. Very special, very sweet. And I was asked to speak about the form of Krishna in Vrindavan, especially as he's entering into the forest of Vraja, along with the cowherd boys and cows. Barha pidam natavaravapuhu karnayor karnikaram bibhradva sahakanaka kapisham vaijayantim chamalam randharan venoradhara sudhaya purayan gopavrindair vrindaranyam swapadaramanam pravishad gita kirti. You know the shloka? How many of you know the shloka? Okay. How many of you have phones, smartphones? That's a ridiculous question, I think. Please open your phones. Go to Veda base. I hope you have internet in the phone, right? Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 21st chapter, 5th shloka. 10:21:5. Children who are very fortunate to not have phones can see the shloka in the phones of their parents. So the purpose of making you open this shloka is that we will discuss every line of this shloka, every phrase of this shloka, mostly every word of this shloka, so that we are all on the same page or same word. You can also recite now. Barha pidam natavaravapuhum karnayor karnikaram barha pidam natavaravapuhum karnayor karnikaram bibhradva sahakanaka kapisham vaijayantim chamalam bibhradva sahakanaka kapisham vaijayantim chamalam randharan venoradhara sudhaya purayan gopavrindair randharan venoradhara sudhaya purayan gopavrindair vrindaranyam swapadaramanam pravishad gita kirtihim pravishad gita kirtihim. Sukadeva Goswami is describing how gracefully, how beautifully Krishna enters into the forest of Vrindavan. Barhapidam means Krishna wears a beautiful peacock feather on his head. Yashoda Mata dresses Krishna so nicely, so beautifully. She wakes up Krishna early in the morning, and as soon as Krishna wakes up from his sleep, he offers obeisances to Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mata. Children, how many of you have the habit of bowing down to the lotus feet of your parents as soon as you wake up from your sleep? Huh? No one? Okay. How many of you are planning to do that from tomorrow? Huh? No plans. Krishna does it. You want to follow Krishna or not? Okay, so tomorrow, will you bow down to your parents as soon as you wake up from sleep? Sure? Who are your parents? Huh? Okay. Okay. I'll ask your parents to text me tomorrow. Whether you have done it or not, I'll get a report tomorrow. Yes, other kids. Huh? No plans? Huh? She's too honest. Anyways, Krishna offers obeisances to Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mata. And Yashoda Mata nicely bathes him, dresses him, decorates him, and puts a peacock feather on his head and sends Krishna. Krishna, go! to the forest. But Krishna wants a lunch box. So Yashoda Mata packs some delicious, we can't say prasadam, bhoga. It's prasadam of Narayana, ultimately. Because Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mata worship Lord Narayana in their home. So she packs Krishna's lunch and ties it in a cloth, and that becomes like a bag, and that bag is kept at the end of Krishna's stick, Vetra, and Krishna carries it like this, like Gada. So there is a lunch box hanging there, lunch bag hanging there. But as Krishna is going out of Nanda Bhavan towards the forest, along with the cows and the calves and the gopas and the gopis, Yashoda Mata says, Krishna, stop. Stop, Krishna. Please don't go ahead. Krishna turns back. What happened, mother? Immediately Mother Yashoda comes and adjusts Krishna's dress, waistcloth, turban, peacock feather, and again looks at Krishna from top to bottom once again, carefully examines him and says, now you can go. Krishna walks few steps ahead. Then Mother Yashoda says, stop, Krishna, stop. Krishna turns back. What happened, mother? Yashoda Mata comes and she has some laddus in her hands. She would feed one laddu in Krishna's mouth. Eat this, now you can go. Again Krishna walks few steps ahead. Mother Yashoda says, stop, Krishna, stop, don't go. Again she runs behind Krishna and she looks at Krishna carefully from top to bottom. Says, oh, I have to wait to see you once again till evening time. I'll miss you. So like that, as Krishna is proceeding, Mother Yashoda keeps on stopping him and follows him till the entrance of Nanda Bhavan, till the entrance of village. As Krishna is entering, going beyond the outskirts, Yashoda Mata is there. Krishna has to persuade her, Mother Yashoda, please stop. You don't have to come with me to the forest. You didn't take breakfast. You fed me breakfast, but you didn't take breakfast. You please go ahead. But Yashoda Mata, with tears in her eyes, trying to control her tears in intense separation from Krishna, she stands there like a painting, like a figure in a painting, and Krishna proceeds. Meanwhile, all the gopis, they come out of their homes, because the gopis of Vrindavan, the younger gopis, Madhurya gopis of Vrindavan, they don't have any official time to meet Krishna, to see Krishna. Gopas are there with Krishna throughout the day. And Yashoda Mata and Nanda Maharaj and all the house servants of Nanda Maharaj, they are there from evening till the next day morning with Krishna. So they get their time to associate with Krishna. All the Sakhya Bhaktas and Vatsalya Bhaktas and Dasya Bhaktas, these devotees, they have an opportunity to associate with Krishna officially. Even the cows and the calves and Yamuna bank and Kadamba trees have their official time to be with Krishna. But the younger gopis, the Madhurya gopis, they hardly have any opportunity to associate with Krishna. The only time they associate with Krishna or see Krishna is when Krishna is entering the forest of Vrindavan. These younger gopis would come with great enthusiasm out of their homes and look at Krishna. That too, they cannot see Krishna straight. They just have their sidelong glances on Krishna. Krishna also, while playing flute, just keep looks at them. So that's what happens. And again, they will see Krishna in the evening only. So these younger gopis are missing Krishna. They gather together to praise the flute song of Krishna throughout the day. That's called Venugita. In that Venugita chapter, in the 21st chapter of 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami is speaking this. Just an introductory shloka before Venugita begins. Very beautiful. Barha pidam natavarabapuhu. Barha pidam natavarabapuhu karnayor karnikaram. Bibhradva saha kanaka kapisham vaijayantim chamalam. Barha pidam, the shloka begins with Barha pidam. Means Krishna wears a beautiful, resplendent peacock feather on his head. Do you know why Krishna wears a peacock feather on his head? One day, the peacock saw Krishna happily dancing. Actually, Krishna saw the peacocks dancing. Because these peacocks become very excited when they see rain or rain clouds. And they dance in great ecstasy. And Krishna's body resembles a rain cloud, and the peacocks look at Krishna's body and they become so ecstatic and they start dancing, thinking that it's a rain cloud. Of course, they love Krishna, first point. Secondly, Krishna also resembles rain cloud. They have double reason to get excited when they see Krishna. They happily sing and dance. And just to accompany their dancing performance, Krishna picks up his flute and starts playing the flute. And he also enters into the assembly of peacocks. He dances with them, he sings with them, he plays flute as they are dancing. And Govinda Vedu Manumatta Mayura Nrityam Prekshadri Sanvavaratanya Samasta Sattvam. When this Govinda is happily playing flute, and all the Mayuras, all the beautiful peacocks, when they are doing Nrityam, dancing, all the other forest animals go on little hillocks, and from there they look at Krishna's beauty, Krishna's dancing, Krishna's singing. So once this dancing performance is over, the king of peacocks offered a peacock feather to Krishna. Accept this as a gift. That's all we have. Everybody need not offer Krishna the same gift. You offer gifts according to your capacity, your taste, your talent, your skill, your background. You know, what is the gift that the peacocks offer? A peacock feather. You know what is the gift that rivers offer to Krishna? Guess. What gift does a river offer to Krishna? Water. Okay. Anything else apart from water? Let's have an interactive class. I'm only speaking. Kamalopaharehi. These rivers, they make the waves as their arms, and they offer lotus flowers to the lotus feet of Krishna. Kamalopaharehi. You know what is the gift of cows to Krishna? Their milk. You know what is the gift of plants to Krishna? Flowers. You know what is the gift of flowers to Krishna? Fragrance. Garland is the gift of garland maker. Whoever has made the garland. So, like the flowers worship Krishna with their beautiful fragrance, with their sweet fragrance. Like that, different people can offer different things. When I go to different places, children offer me gifts. You know what is a gift? They make some painting, pencil sketch. They say, oh, I say, what it is? It's Krishna. Oh, it's Krishna. Okay, very good, very good. Right? They give gifts of greetings or some small letters in their broken language. So different people can express their love in different ways. So these peacocks, they express their love by offering the gift of their feathers to Krishna, and Krishna honored that gift by placing it on his head. It's not about the expense of the gift. Peacock feather may not be very expensive. Definitely for peacock it is not expensive. If you are not a peacock, then peacock feather may be some expense for you. But if you are peacock himself, then there are hundreds of peacock feathers next to you. Just pluck one, offer it to Krishna. But Krishna honored it. Because Krishna doesn't see the expense or magnitude of our offering. He sees the attitude behind the offering. So that's the reason why Krishna wears peacock feather. But there's one more reason why Krishna wears peacock feather. Krishna looks like a dark monsoon cloud with his blue complexion. And Krishna's dhoti looks like yellow lightning. He wears yellow dhoti, right? It's like lightning. And Krishna's beautiful, enchanting smiles and glances look like rain showers. So, cloud is there, lightning is there, rain showers are there. What's missing in this monsoon darshan of Krishna? Rainbow. And that is the peacock feather. So, peacock feather represents the rainbow in Krishna's darshan. And when Krishna stands next to Srimati Radharani, Radharani looks like lightning, Krishna looks like cloud, and their combined smiles and glances are like rain showers, and peacock feather adds that rainbow effect. And whenever the gopis come to look at Krishna, to look at the beautiful form of Krishna, they don't blink their eyes. Because within one eye blink, they experience millions of yugas of separation from Krishna. Therefore, they don't blink their eyes. So the unblinking eyes of the gopis, when they are taking darshan of Krishna, resemble the eyes on peacock feathers. Even the peacock feathers also have eyes, right? They don't blink like the gopis' eyes. To remember these gopis always, Krishna wears multiple peacock feathers on his head. Further, the gopis have their braids. And the braids are very beautifully decorated with some flowers and ornaments. And these decorated, colorful braids of the gopis resemble peacock tails. Have you ever seen a peacock with a long tail? Right? Not when it's open, but when it is like closed. So that resembles the braids of the gopis. And to always remember the gopis, Krishna wears peacock feathers on his head. So in this way, Krishna is wearing peacock feather. Barha Pidam. Sukadeva Goswami says Krishna wears resplendent peacock feathers. Barha Pidam Natavaravapuhu Karnayor Karnikaram. Natavaravapuhu means Krishna is like a drama artist. Natavara means best of all artists. He has a form like a drama artist. Have you ever seen somebody in blue color, wearing yellow dress, putting some peacock feather on his head, wearing some Kadamba garland or Vaijayanti mala in his neck, and moving around with curly locks of hair, with sandalwood pulp smeared here and there, with some gopi dots on the face, above the eyebrows and below the eyes? You don't see people moving around like that. Krishna is like a pakka drama artist. Best of all drama artists. Natavaravapu. Karnayor Karnikaram. He has a Karnika flower close to his Karna, close to his ears. Barha Pidam Natavaravapu Karnayor Karnikaram. Bibhradvasaha Kanaka Kapisham. Bibhradvasaha. Vasa means his cloth is shining like lightning. Bibhradvasaha Kanaka Kapisham. It has golden hue. Vaijayantim Chamala. He also wears a Vaijayanti mala. Vaijayanti mala is a special garland made of forest flowers of 5 different colors. Or 8. Some references also say 8. I don't remember, but at least 5 I heard. How many colors are here? Here, white, yellow, pink. 3 colors. Okay. Vaijayanti mala has few more colors. Vaijayantim Chamala. And while entering the forest in this attire, what was Krishna doing? Randharan Venor Adhara Sudhaya. Adhara Sudha means the nectar of his lips, in the form of the air that is coming from his lips. So he fills the holes of this flute with the nectar of his lips. Just imagine. A flute is a hollow bamboo wood. What is flute? Just take a hollow bamboo stick, put some holes in it. Already it's hollow. On top of it, you put holes on it. Anything that has holes cannot hold anything. But although Krishna's flute has holes all over its body, it is holding millions of mesmerizing ragas, melodies. And these mesmerizing melodies mesmerize even the great masters of musical science. Even Indra is excited hearing this flute song. Even Brahma and Shiva also, they're excited. They're absorbed hearing the flute song of Krishna. As Krishna is playing his flute, rivers get excited. Cows, they run towards Krishna. Calves who are drinking the milk of their cows are generally very focused. You cannot divert the attention of a calf. When the calf is drinking milk of a mother cow, you cannot divert the attention. Calf doesn't drink milk like we chant japa. Right? When we chant japa, our mind is going here and there. Within every round, we take 10 breaks, 20 breaks, or maybe 108 breaks also sometimes. Right? Mind is super distracted every mantra. How many times you have chanted a round without hearing even one mantra out of 108? Okay, thanks for your honesty. So it happens, mechanical rounds. But if you want to learn the art of concentration, learn from a calf. When a calf is drinking the milk of mother cow, absolutely no distraction. Completely focused on that activity. But only one thing can distract a calf. That is Krishna's flute song. When Krishna sings, Krishna plays his flute, even the calf, while drinking the milk of mother cow, its attention diverted, looks in the direction where Krishna is playing the flute, and the milk that is going inside the mouth starts coming outside. Starts dripping from the mouth of the mouth of the calf. That's how Krishna can distract even the calves also. Cows also. Devatas, along with their consorts, they are flying in airplanes in the sky. And when Krishna plays his flute in the forest, all the Devatas also get attracted to Krishna. The deer get attracted to Krishna. The forest animals get attracted to Krishna. Krishna's flute song. And even birds, which are extremely restless. Have you ever seen a sparrow? A sparrow, if it stands there, within 1 second it moves the head in 10 different directions like this. Even if you are 10 meters away, you just do like this, sparrow flies away. Such restless birds sit on the branches of the trees like sages absorbed in meditation. Mountains melt. Mountains that are supposed to be steady, rock steady, they melt. And rivers that are supposed to be flowing restlessly, they get stunned. So that's the effect of Krishna's flute song. Randharan Venoradhara Sudhaya Purayan Gopa Vrindair. So Krishna fills the holes of his flute with the nectar of his lips and produces mesmerizing ragas. And the way Krishna plays his flute, he merges the flute song, the sound of his flute, with the natural sounds of the Vrindavan Dham. What are the natural sounds of Vrindavan? Birds are chirping, waterfalls, trees, breeze, cows are making some sounds, peacocks are making some sounds, sparrows are making some sounds, parrots are making some sounds. Like that, there are so many natural sounds in Vrindavan. And Krishna very expertly blends his flute song into these natural sounds of Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, everybody is expert in art. A devotee is supposed to be artistic, not dry. The qualities of a devotee is artistic, because Krishna is artistic. We should be able to appreciate Krishna's beauty. Yes, we need to appreciate philosophy, undoubtedly, that we did yesterday. Today we are appreciating the sweetness of Krishna. If our heart doesn't melt seeing the sweetness of Krishna, hearing the sweet flute song of Krishna, hearing the beautiful songs glorifying Krishna's leelas, then we have a long way to go. Yashoda Mata, she's expert in singing. She composes songs out of Krishna's childhood pastimes. Sometimes Yashoda Mata goes to different poets and asks them to compose songs, and she sings them while churning butter for Krishna. How does Damodar Leela begin? Kshaumam vasaha pruthukatitate bibhrati sutranadham putra sneha snutakuchayugam jatakam pamcha subhrum rajva karsha shrama bhuja chalat kankanau kundalecha svinnam vaktram kabara vigalan malati nirmamantha. Kshaumam Vasaha Pruthukatitate Bibhrati Sutranadham. Yashodamata is wearing a beautiful saffronish yellow sari. And she has a belt around her waist. And being completely absorbed in the thoughts of her son Krishna, she is Shrama Bhuja Chalat. She is exerting herself by pulling the churning rope as the rope is rotating the churning rod in this pot, this earthen pot, churning butter for Krishna early in the morning. Her mind is completely absorbed in the thoughts of her beloved son Krishna. Her words are absorbed in singing the glories, singing the songs about Krishna. And her body is absorbed in churning butter for Krishna. Thus her body, mind and words are completely engaged in Krishna's service. Perfect example of Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada writes in the purport. Now the main point here is, in this context, Yashodamata is so expert that she composes songs about Krishna. She sings them so beautifully. And even the accompanying immovable objects in that room, in Yashodamata's home, are also conscious of glorifying Krishna. As Yashodamata is churning butter, she is singing. Her bangles are making sound like kartals. The movement of her bangles, they are making sounds like kartals. And the movement of the churning rod within this pot, that's making the sound of mridanga. And she's singing. Kartal is there, mridanga is there, her song is there. Similarly, when Krishna is playing flute, there are many other elements of music. Birds are chirping, waterfalls are there, rivers are flowing, peacocks are singing, parrots are singing. Even the gopas are also singing chorus. Cows are adding some other sound effects. Breeze, the movement of the trees are also adding some nice effect to this beautiful orchestra, musical performance. That is Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, every tree, every leaf, every bird, every animal, every insect, and every human being, every gopa, every gopi, every cow, every calf, every bull, every buffalo, everyone is dedicated to pleasing Krishna, serving Krishna. Nothing else is there in Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, Krishna's form is characterized by simplicity, innocence and sweetness. While in Vaikuntha or Dwaraka or Ayodhya or Mathura, Krishna's form is characterized by majesty, grandeur and opulence. But in Vrindavan, Krishna's form is characterized by sweetness, simplicity and innocence. And this innocent and simple form of Krishna playing flute, he is not playing even veena, not even harmonium, not even mridanga, no elaborate musical instruments. A small musical instrument that can be stuck in his waist, that's all. A little stick with some holes in it, he'll put here, and he'll just take it out whenever he wants. Even with one hand he plays like this, while other hand is engaged in holding Govardhan mountain. With one hand he plays like this, and he mesmerizes everybody. Everybody is completely mesmerized. Whole world is mesmerized. Whole universe is mesmerized. That is Krishna. He wears a simple dress. Krishna doesn't have a big crown like Vaikuntha Narayana. In Vrindavan, Krishna has no crown. In Vaikuntha, Krishna has no weapons. Krishna killed so many powerful demons in Vrindavan, but Krishna never used Sudarshan Chakra, never used Saranga bow, never used Kaumodaki Gada, never even blew punches in a conch shell also. Although there are so many battles, so many demons were killed by Krishna, but he never began the battle with a blowing of conch shell. Krishna effortlessly killed so many demons like these kids break toys. He is playing with Legos, making some building, it seems, or a car. Sometimes they may break, just like kids break toys effortlessly. Krishna broke all the demons, their bones effortlessly. As a small child, like a childish play. That is Krishna in Vrindavan. No weapons required. And Krishna did not expand his form also. Except in Aghasar episode when no one is seeing him. In all the other pastimes, demon killing pastimes, Krishna did not even expand his form, did not exert himself at all. He killed powerful demons with magical powers, with mystic powers, without using weapons, without compromising on his sweetness of an infant or a little boy. Children are very sweet. Infants are very sweet. But when these kids start doing big things, you feel reverence for those kids. But Krishna did not compromise on his sweetness at all, and none of the Vrajavasis developed any reverential mood towards Krishna. They were not becoming very formal or respectful and reverential towards Krishna. They are happy. Seeing Krishna, accepting Krishna as their friend, as their son, as their lover, not as God. That is Vrindavan. Randharan Venoradhara Sudhaya Purayan Gopa Vrindair. Purayan Gopa Vrindair. As Krishna is filling the nectar of his lips into this flute, the holes of his flute, this flute is producing millions of mesmerizing ragas which are suitable for a season. Different seasons, like different melodies suit different seasons. There are different melodies, and different melodies are sung in different seasons. Acharyas write Mallar Raga, Mallavashri Raga, different ragas are there. Gopa Vrindair, what are the Gopas doing? Randhran Venoradhara Sudhaya Purayan Gopa Vrindair Vrindaranyam Swapada Ramanam Pravishad Gita Kirti. As the Gopas are singing the glories of Krishna without any envy, they think that Krishna is their equal. Undoubtedly. They don't have great reverence. Sometimes they climb on Krishna's back. Sometimes they defeat Krishna in wrestling. Sometimes they mock Krishna. Sometimes they say, Krishna, open your mouth. I'll put a laddu in your mouth. And Krishna opens the mouth very innocently. And the Gopa would pick up a kadamba flower and puts in Krishna's mouth. Kadamba flower may look like motichur laddu. Red, yellow laddu. Krishna. And this boy puts that kadamba flower into Krishna's mouth. Oh my God. Krishna finds it very bitter. Jasmine flower, jasmine buds. They may be very fragrant when you put in your nose, but they are very bitter when you put it in your mouth. Right? So these flowers you put here, you have a pleasant experience. But you take this flower and put in your mouth, you'll have a different experience. Can you have some flowers for a meal? Roses are still okay, I think, but other flowers you can't handle. So this Gopa cheats Krishna, the Supreme Lord Krishna, the all-knower, the all-pervading Krishna. He doesn't even know that this boy is trying to cheat Krishna by putting a jasmine flower in his mouth instead of laddu. Krishna is cheated. And all the boys start laughing at Krishna. Oh, Krishna, you are cheated. You had jasmine buds. You had kadamba flowers instead of laddu. Oh, and Madhumangal starts laughing. Sridama, Sudama, Subal, they all start laughing. And Krishna is very embarrassed. He is a little humiliated. Can you mock God? Can you tease God? Can you bully God? But Krishna is subjected to all mocking and teasing in Vrindavan. Because he keeps his godhood outside Vrindavan and enters Vrindavan. He's not God in Vrindavan. He is God, of course. He's the supreme personality of Godhead, even in Vrindavan, even as an infant. But nobody acknowledges his godhood only. Nobody takes him seriously. When Krishna was a small child, sometimes the parents of Krishna or the grandparents of Krishna, they say, my dear child, bring that wooden stool, bring that wooden platform, Bring that wooden measuring pot. Bring that wooden shoes. Krishna says, yes, I can do it. He will slap his arms and says, I can do it. And he goes there, tries to pick up that stool. He cannot pick up. He cannot pick up. He cannot bring it. First thing, he can lift Govardhan mountain also. He can hold millions and trillions of universes within his belly also. But he presents himself as a small infant child who has no ability to lift even a wooden stool also. And then he boasts that I can lift it. Then he doesn't lift it. He has the ability to do it. He puts himself in a form where he is incapable of doing it. Then he boasts that he is able to do it. Then he cannot do it. He doesn't do it. That's Krishna in Vrindavan. Right? If ordinary people do it, they are subjected to ridicule, mockery. But when Krishna does it, all of you are smiling, laughing, in appreciation. You are attracted to Krishna. That is Krishna. So Krishna performs such enchanting leelas just to show all the people who are attached to his majesty. This is what I do in Vrindavan. Iti driksvalila bhirananda kunde svaghosham nimajjantam akhyaapayantam tadiyeshitagneshu bhaktarjitatvam punah prematastam shatavriti vande. Iti driksvalila bhirananda kunde. By performing such enchanting leelas like Damodar Leela, like Govardhan Leela, like Kalyadaman Leela, Trinavarta Leela, etc., etc. What exactly Krishna is doing? Ananda Kunde Svaghosham Nimajjantam. He is immersing all his devotees in pools of ecstasy, in lakes of bliss. He is immersing them. Ananda Kunde Svaghosham Nimajjantam. And simultaneously, he is also giving a message to all those people who are attached to his majesty, his tadiya. Tadiya shitagneshu bhaktarjitatvam. Oh, you are attached to my majesty, my opulence, my vibhutis. This is how I am controlled by the affection of my devotees. Understand this. Bhaktarjitatvam. I am conquered by the affection of my devotees. My devotees defeat me, and I like to be defeated by my devotees. This Sridama, Sudama, Subal, they defeat me in wrestling. And because I am defeated, according to the rules of our game, they climb on my shoulders. I have to carry them everywhere in the forest. I can drive the chariot of Arjun and I become the chariot of Subal, who sits on my back. I have to carry. Did you ever carry kids on your back? Huh? You did? So that's fun for 2 minutes. Then it's burden. Right? And especially when you're obliged to do so, my God. But Krishna does it. He likes to be defeated. Yashodamata ties Krishna, scolds Krishna. Yashodamata says, you are a monkey lover. You associate with monkeys. You feed butter to monkeys. You eat with the monkeys. You sleep with the monkeys. You are like a monkey. You have come from a lineage of monkeys. Then Krishna says, if I am a monkey, I must have inherited the qualities of a monkey from my mother's side. Don't imitate Krishna, children. I'll tell you what to imitate and what not to imitate. Krishna wakes up and offers obeisances to his parents' feet, right? Early in the morning, that you can imitate. Right? When Krishna says, I have inherited the qualities of a monkey from a mother's side, that you should not imitate, okay? You cannot imitate everything. Just as you cannot imitate lifting Govardhan mountain. So, Bhaktair Jitatvam, Krishna is completely conquered by the love and affection of his devotees. Punaha prematastam shatavriti vande. Let me offer my obeisances unto that prema. Let me offer hundreds and thousands of obeisances unto that prema that can even bind Krishna. Krishna can cut any kind of bondage. Chinatsi ghoram yamapasha bandham bhinatsi bhimam bhava pasha bandham Chinatsi sarvasya samasta bandham naivatmano bhakta kritam tu bandham. Chinatsi ghoram yamapasha bandham. Krishna can cut the tight ropes of Yamaraj who comes to take us at the time of death. Chinatsi ghoram yamapasha bandham bhinatsi bhimam bhava pasha bandham. Yamapasha bandham, the rope of Yamaraj attacks us at the time of death, but this bhavapasha bandham, the ropes of material existence, ropes of this samsara, they affect us throughout our life. Krishna can cut both kinds of ropes. Yamapasha bandham he can cut, bhavapasha bandham also he can cut. Chinatsi sarvasya samasta bandham, he can cut the bondage of every single living being forever. Naivatmano bhakta kritam tu bandham, but he has no ability to cut the bondage of affection, of love of his own devotees. Krishna, when his waist is tied by the rope of Mother Yashoda's love, in such a bound condition, Krishna dragged the wooden grinding mortar between the two Yamalarjuna trees and uprooted the Yamalarjuna trees and liberated Nalakavara and Manigriva, but he could not liberate himself from the little rope around his waist. He can liberate Nalakavara and Manigriva from the bondage of being as trees for hundreds of years, but he cannot untie himself from the rope of Mother Yashoda. Another devotee who has similar Vatsalya Bhava towards Krishna, that is Nanda Maharaj, he has to come and release Krishna. That's Krishna in Vrindavan. See, in this Barhapedam Shloka, we are discussing Krishna's beauty in Vrindavan. But the beauty of Krishna in Vrindavan is not only physical beauty, it is the beauty of his heart. Physically, of course, he is beautiful, no doubt. Curly locks of hair. Satyavrata Muni says, this beauty, may this beauty be the object of my meditation forever. Forever. Let me just meditate on his beauty. He doesn't want liberation also. Varam deva moksham na mokshavadhim va nachanyam vrineham vare shadapiha idam teva purnatha gopala balam sada me manasya virastam kimanyai. Varam deva, oh Lord, please give me some varam, give me some benediction. Moksham na, I don't want moksham. Moksha avadhimva, I don't want eternal residence in the spiritual world also. Varam deva moksham na moksha avadhimva nachanyam vrineham vareshadapiha. I don't want any other benedictions. All I want is idam teva purnatha gopala balam. Let this beautiful form of Gopal Bal in Vrindavan sada me manasya virastam kimanyai. Let this beautiful form of Bal Gopal in Vrindavan be always manifest in my heart forever. I don't want any other benediction. That's the beauty of Krishna in Vrindavan. After Brahma Vimohana Leela, when Brahma came in front of Krishna to offer prayers, the first thing that Brahma did is to appreciate Krishna's beauty in Vrindavan. Naumedyate brava pushe taditam Vraja. You can also recite 10th canto, 14th chapter, 1st shloka. 10, 14, 1. Open it. Ready? Naumedyate brava pushe taditam Vraja Gunjavatam saparipichhala sanmukhaya Vanyasraje kavalavetra vishana venu Lakshmashriye mridupade pashupanga jaya Naumi, let me offer my obeisances unto Krishna. Why? Idyate, he is most worshipable personality. Abrava Pushe, he has the bodily complexion like that of a monsoon cloud. Tadit Ambaraya, his cloth is like Tadit, lightning. Gunjavatamsa, he wears a simple Gunjamala. In front of this Gunjamala, even the great pearl necklaces of Vaikuntha are insignificant. Gunjavatamsa. Paripichala Sanmukhaya. His face is resplendent with a beautiful shining rainbow like peacock feather on his head. In comparison to this peacock feather ornament, all other ornaments of Swargalok are also useless. Gunjavatamsa paripichala sanmukhaya vanyasraje. He wears simple forest flower garlands in front of the forest flower garlands of Vrindavan. On Krishna's body, even the garlands of Parijata flowers in Swargaloka are inferior. Vanyasraje. Kavala. Curd rice. Little curd rice in his hand, nothing more. This curd rice is more delicious than all the biryani, pulao, paneer fried rice and whatever else you can make. Yashodamata made this curd rice. So sweet. So tasty. You know how Yashodamata makes curd rice? Early in the morning, she keeps some rice in milk. She mixes rice with milk. She takes little bit of curd and just sprinkles it on top of this milk mixed with rice and packs it for Krishna. By the time Krishna opens it in the afternoon, it becomes curd rice. Right? And Krishna takes that curd rice in his hand and between his fingers, he'll keep some fruits, mango, whatever fruits. He'll eat little bit like this. He'll top it up with some fruit. Kavala. Vetra. Krishna has a simple stick. Doesn't have a big weapon. Vetra. A small stick to control the cows, which he never uses. Like a decoration. Vetra. Vishana Venu. Vishana means a simple buffalo horn. And Venu, a flute. All these simple ornaments and decorations of Krishna and Vrindavan are superior to decorations of Narayana and Vaikuntha also. Not to minimize any other form's position, but our Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas highlight Krishna's Vrindavan beauty like this. Vanyasraje kavala vetra vishana venu Lakshmashriye mridupade pashupanga jaya. Lakshmashriye, this beautiful form of Krishna is filled with Lakshmi, all opulence. Mridupade. And Krishna's feet are so soft that even when the gopis touch the feet of Krishna, they become reddish. But with those feet, Krishna is walking in the forest of Vrindavan without shoes. Yashodamata said, Krishna, you are walking barefoot in the forest of Vrindavan. There are so many pebbles and thorns and sharp grasses. They'll hurt your tender feet. How can a mother tolerate that? Please wear these shoes. I have made very beautiful shoes for you. Then Krishna says, thank you so much, my dear mother. These shoes are so beautiful. I'll wear them. But did you make shoes for all my cows? Yashodamata says, cows don't wear shoes. Then Krishna says, I will also not wear shoes. You should make shoes for all my cows. How many cows? 9 lakh cows. And each cow has 4 legs, not 2 legs. Means 18 lakh pairs of shoes Yashodamata has to make. How will she make? Krishna says, I will not wear shoes. Done. So Krishna walks barefoot. And all the gopis are thinking about Krishna's barefoot because those feet are the source of great pleasure for them. Shilatrinankurai sidatitinah. Kalilata manaha kanta gacchati. Oh Krishna, when you go into the forest with barefoot, we are very anxious that your feet may be pierced by Shila, Truna, Ankura. Shila means stones, sharp stones. Truna means sharp grasses. Ankura means like birds, newly grown birds. Some of them are very sharp. They may pierce your feet. Your feet are so tender that they cannot bear the touch of our bodies. We consider our bodies to be very hard, that you cannot, your feet cannot bear the touch of our bodies. And now we are unable to bear the thought of you walking barefoot in Vrindavan. They're waiting for Krishna to give darshan. Dina parikshaye neelakuntalai vanaruhananam bibhradavritam ghana rajasvalam darshayam muhu. So at the end of the day, Krishna's face is covered with ghana rajasvalam, means thick layer of dust. Right? All the dust raised by the hoofs of cows is on Krishna's face. That's the powder, Pond's powder that Krishna puts on his face. Right? When Krishna was much younger, he would not just put this dust on his face. He will roll in the dust which is mixed with cow dung and cow urine. Have you ever applied that? What is that? Moisturizer, cosmetic on your face? Right? A mixture of cow dung, cow urine and godhuli, dust from cows. Three ingredients. Right? No cream seller will sell this. But Krishna will roll in this dust. Sometimes Yashoda Mother looks at Krishna. She's very disgusted. Krishna, were you a pig in your past life? You are rolling in this dirt. Krishna said, yes, my dear mother, I was a pig in my past life. I am Varahadev. And Yashoda Mata says, oh, this boy keeps on wandering throughout Vrindavan. Looks like some Vrajavasis must have spoken some Puranas about Varaha avatar. And he comes here and he says, I am Varaha. He claims that I am Varaha. Somebody says, I am Ram, I am Narasimha, I am Varaha. He hears all Puranas. And Yashoda Mata doesn't even realize that Krishna is speaking the truth. Yes, he was Varaha. Yashoda simply thinks that he must have heard some Puranas from somebody and he is repeating it. He is claiming to be God. That is her understanding. Out of her intense absorption in Vatsalya Prema towards Krishna. The gopis are hankering to see that beautiful face of Krishna. They say that Krishna, your face is like freshly blossomed autumnal lotus in the lakes of Vrindavan. In the lakes of Vrindavan during autumn season, freshly blossomed blue lotuses, which generally blossom in the night time, they are bathed in moonlight. And Krishna's face is like that. Krishna's face resembles a freshly blossomed blue lotus bathed in moonshine. Sharadudashaye sadhu jata sat sarasi jodara shri mushadrisha suratanathate shulkadasika varada nighnato neha kim vadha sharadudashaye sadhu jata sat. Sharad Udasayi means Krishna, your face is like a lotus flower that sprouted in the Udashaya, in the lakes of Vrindavan during the Sharad Rutu, during the autumn season. Sadhu Jatasat. Sarasi Jodara Shri Mushadrisha. Please give us darshan of that face. We have been serving you without any payment. We are acting like your maid servants. You are not even paying us the salary of your darshan also. What kind of landlord you are? What kind of employer you are? You are extracting so much service from the employees. Not even giving them salaries, not even showing your face also. Varada nighnato neha kim vadha. You are being glorified in all the scriptures as Varada, the best of all bestowers of benedictions. You can't even pay salary to your maid servants. What kind of Varada are you? Neha kim vadha. Is it not killing women? Krishna, you will simply incur the sinful reaction of killing women. By not giving darshan, you are killing us. See, this is how the Vrajavasis even scold Krishna, blame Krishna. Can you scold Krishna? Krishna is praised by all the devatas. Yam brahma varunendra rudra marutah stunvanti divyaistavaihi vedaihi sangapadakramopanisadaihi gayanti yam samagah dhyanavasthita tadgatena manasa pashyanti yam yogino yasyantam na vidursura suraganaha devaya tasmai namaha. Brahma, Indra, Chandra, Rudra, Varuna, Vayu, Yama, all of them come and make a big queue just to offer praises to Krishna, offer some prayers to Krishna. Sometimes all these devatas go to Dwarka, and the Dwarpal, the gatekeeper of Dwarka, comes out and says, Devatas, don't make noise. Indra, why are you making so much noise? Keep quiet, keep quiet. Oh, why are you making so much commotion there? Stand in line. Hey, you should stand in line. We can't just go here and there. You can't make two lines, only one line. Huh? Understand? That's what devatas are. That's what the gatekeepers of Dwarka tell the devatas. And finally, devatas get some audience. Then, Kirita Kotyedita Padapitha, at the lotus feet of Krishna, there is a small stool. Golden stool, bedecked with jewels. All these devatas come to Krishna and bow down in front of that Padapitha, and they are wearing golden crowns, right? Prabhupada says helmets, golden helmets. So these golden helmets are golden crowns. They touch the Padapitha, the foot stool of Krishna, and create such tumultuous sound. Aspiring for the dust at Krishna's lotus feet, even great exalted devatas also come to Dwarka and bow down to Krishna's footstool, footrest. But here is Yashoda Mata, the Madhurya Gopis, the Vatsalya Gopis, the Sakhya Gopas. They are scolding Krishna. They are mocking Krishna. They are joking with Krishna. Sometimes they are threatening Krishna. During the lunchtime, Krishna is playing with the kids, other Gopas. Yashoda Mata comes. She says, Krishna, you are supposed to come now. Take prasad, take bath. You look so dirty. Are you not ashamed? Come, take a bath and take prasad. Nanda Maharaj is waiting for you. And till now, Krishna did not respond to Mother Yashoda's call. But when he heard that Nanda Maharaj is waiting, Krishna was inclined to go back home. Then the Gopas say, Krishna, if you quit the game now in the middle, tomorrow we will not allow you to play with us. Quitting this game means quitting forever all games with us. Then Krishna is obliged to play. This is how the Gopas even threaten Krishna. And Krishna accepts all this. Sometimes the older Gopis, they call Krishna, Krishna, come here, come here. If you dance, I'll give you a banana. For that one banana, Krishna dances and claps. And all the Gopas clap and they make him dance for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and they give one banana and okay, go, jao, bacha. That's Krishna. He becomes a puppet in the hands of all the Gopas and Gopis. Coming up to Varhapidam Shloka, where are we? I get lost sometimes. Varhapidam natavaravapuhu karnayor karnikaram bibharadva sahakanaka kapisham vaijayantim chamalam randharan venoradhara sudhaya purayan gopavrindair Vrindaranyam Swapadaramanam Pravishad Gita Kirti. I think we discussed till Vrindaranyam Swapadaramanam. Krishna enters the forest without even wearing shoes. Then Pravishad Gita Kirti. He is entering the forest as the Gopas are singing his glories. That's a shloka. There are so many other shlokas describing Krishna's beauty. Krishna's entrance into the forest of Vrindavan. Fullendivara kantimindu vadanam barhavatam sapriyam Srivatsankamudara kaustubhadharam Pitambaram sundaram Gopinam nayanotpalarchitatanum Gopasanghavritam Govindam kalaveduvadanaparam Divyanga bhusham bhaje. How many of you know this shloka? You know? Okay. All of you recite. We'll sing half line at a time. Fullendivara kantimindu vadanam Barhavatam sapriyam Srivatsankamudara kaustubhadharam Pitambaram sundaram Gopinam Nayanotpalarchitatanum Gopasanghavritam Govindam Kalaveduvadanaparam Divyanga bhusham bhaje. Fullendivara kantimindu vadanam. We already discussed it some time back. Fullendivara kantimindu vadanam means Krishna's face resembles a freshly bloomed blue lotus bathed in kantim indu vadanam, bathed in the moonlight of autumn season. Barhavatam sapriyam. Krishna likes to wear a peacock feather. Priyam means peacock feather is very dear to Krishna. Barhavatam sapriyam Srivatsankamudara kaustubhadharam. He has a Srivatsa mark on his chest. Udara kaustubhadharam, on his broad chest. He wears a beautiful kaustubhamani. Srivatsankamudara kaustubhadharam Pitambaram sundaram. He wears pitambar, yellow cloth. Sundaram, very beautiful. Gopinam nayanotpalarchitatanum. Tanum, Krishna's body, is bathed by the Utpala flowers of the glances of gopis. The glances of the gopis are compared to Utpala flowers. And Krishna's body is bathed by the flower showers of the loving, affectionate glances of the gopis. When somebody glances at us with love and affection, that empowers us, that encourages us, that nourishes us. But sometimes when people glance at us with envy, with negativity, with some kind of disapproval, this kind of glances are there, that will drain our energy. Right? Negative energy is there. But the gopis shower Krishna's body with the flower showers of their loving glances. Gopinam nayanotpalarchitatanum gopasanghavritam. See, whenever you look at Krishna, your glances must be like flower showers on Krishna. When we look at Krishna as an order supplier, oh, now Krishna is there standing on the altar to fulfill all my material desires. I wanted a promotion, you immediately go to Krishna, I have been praying for the last 10 days, I didn't get promotion till now. If you're a student, Krishna, I want first rank, I have been praying. If you're a social media influencer, Krishna, I want 1 million followers, till now I'm stuck in 100k only. Or 10k only, or 1k only. Right? A lot of material desires. So how will Krishna feel? Just empathize with Krishna. Sympathize with Krishna sometimes. Have some compassion on Krishna. Is he standing there only to fulfill all our material desires and problems, difficulties? Let's look at Krishna with love, with affection, without any expectation. The only expectation of a devotee is to see a smile on Krishna's face. Means, Krishna, may you be happy and I will serve you. I will serve you in such a way that you become happy. My only goal in life is to serve you and to see a smile on your face with satisfaction. Samsiddhir haritoshanam is the goal of a devotee's life. Samsiddhir haritoshanam means pleasure of Krishna is my only goal. Gopinam nayanotpalarchitatanam go gopa sanghavritam. Krishna is also surrounded by Go and Gopa, all the cows and all the cowhead boys. Govindam kalaveduvadanaparam devyanga bhusham bhaje. Oh Govinda, kalaveduvadanaparam, you are very expert in playing flute. And divyanga bhusham bhaje, you are also nicely ornamented by Mother Yashoda in divine, celestial, transcendental ornaments. Let me offer my obeisances to you. This is how the devotees describe Krishna's beauty. So in Vrindavan, it's a natural phenomena that Krishna prioritizes pleasing his devotees who prioritize pleasing him. That's a mutual agreement or connection between them. They both are committed to pleasing each other, nothing else. Completely committed to pleasing each other with absolute selflessness. The gopis decorate themselves so beautifully just to give pleasure to Krishna's eyes. No other purpose. It's not that they are very excited with their cosmetics or this ornaments, eye ointments and other things, or earrings or damani, natni, whatever it is, whatever ornaments they wear, whatever cosmetics they put on their body, it is only for the purpose of pleasing Krishna's eyes. They speak or they sing only for the purpose of pleasing Krishna's ears. They cook so much food only for the purpose of satisfying Krishna's tongue. So they make beautiful garlands only for the purpose of satisfying Krishna's nostrils. So all their senses are committed to serving Krishna's senses. Nothing else. So if we can make our life into a life of surrender to Krishna, a life of service to Krishna, if we can utilize all our senses in the service of Krishna, life is successful. That's what Vrajavasis are doing. Therefore, to please the Vrajavasis, Krishna even keeps aside his godhood and acts like a lovable child, son, brother, friend, lover, not God. Even while exhibiting godhood, even while performing so many superhuman activities, Krishna acts like a normal human being, very relatable, very accessible, very available to all the Vrajavasis. See, you may have respect and reverence for some people. That's great, wonderful. But with some people you have more intimacy, loving intimacy. They are there in your mind more than those people for whom you have great respect and reverence. Respect and reverence have their role to play, undoubtedly. We have to be so. But emotional bonding is there only with people who are very intimately connected to us. Respect and reverence are there. Admiration is there towards people who are very knowledgeable, very great. But an emotional connect is one step ahead. In Vrindavan, Krishna operates at that level of emotional bonding. All the devatas worship Krishna with respect and reverence. But all the Vrajavasis love Krishna with affection, not respect and reverence. They are one step ahead. And Krishna relishes that. And as Gaudiya Vaishnavas, followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have to definitely worship Krishna with respect and reverence. But eventually, as the consciousness becomes pure, a Gaudiya Vaishnava enters into that loving relation with Krishna. Loving, deeper bonding and relation with Krishna. That is bestowed by Krishna. But this discussion on this Vrindavan pastimes of Krishna will make us more eager for it. At least we'll appreciate it. That transforms our consciousness. Of all the opulences of Krishna, one of his opulences is the foremost. You know what is that opulence? That opulence of Krishna by which he exhibits his greatest love and affection towards his devotees and reciprocates with that love. So Krishna's intention or inclination to reciprocate with the love and affection of his devotees is his greatest opulence, greatest power, greatest quality. Yes, he's the creator, he's the maintainer, he's the destroyer, he establishes dharma, he kills so many demons. All this is great, wonderful. But Krishna loves his devotees, and Krishna is eager to reciprocate with the love and affection of his devotees. That is his supreme quality, foremost quality, which he exhibits in Vrindavan. When Krishna is sitting in the middle of hundreds of concentric circles of the Gopas, every single Gopa, wherever he's sitting, whether he's in front of Krishna or behind Krishna or 10 circles away from Krishna or 20 circles away from Krishna, every single Gopa is getting this experience of seeing Krishna face to face and feeding Krishna with his own hands and being fed by Krishna's loving hands. That's the real opulence of Krishna. He is simultaneously reciprocating with all the Gopas and their love and affection. This opulence of Krishna is greater than his opulence of creating this universe, greater than the opulence of destroying all the demons. Killing a demon is not a big deal for Krishna. That's not the greatest quality of Krishna. One of his energies can do the needful. But despite being the supreme personality of Godhead, he is very accessible to his devotees. He is eager to reciprocate with the love and affection of his devotees. That's the supreme quality of Krishna, not the other qualities. Despite being so great, if you are very accessible towards those who love you, those who admire you, if you can lovingly reciprocate with people those are connecting with you, then you are really great. In this world, great people are those who are very busy, not very accessible. Doordarshan, they are not easily accessible to people. They are considered, celebrities, बहुत बड़ा आदमी यार, उसके अपॉइंटमेंट के लिए 10 दिन रुकना पड़ेगा. Such people are considered great. Yeah, of course, definitely they are great, no doubt. But the greatness is, despite being so great, they are very accessible to you. They are very grounded. They are very humble. They are very affectionate. They don't, when you personally interact with them, you don't feel like talking to a celebrity. You feel like, he is my friend. He's my brother. He's our family member. You feel like that. That's greatness. And that's what Krishna does in Vrindavan, isn't it? Krishna is the great celebrity, but he's so accessible, so available to all the Vrajavasis. All the Vrajavasis feel that he's our family member, he's our friend, he's my son, or he's my lover, he's my companion, he's my brother. Krishna gives you that feeling. And those who are carrying Krishna's potency also can give you that feeling. When you're interacting with such Vaishnavas, you feel that they are your family members. They are your friends. They are like your sons or brothers or whatever. Not that, they are celebrities, they are big people. Of course, that reverence feeling also must be there. The reason is, in this material world, familiarity breeds contempt. When somebody is very, very accessible to you, very much available to you, you take them for granted. You take them for granted. You don't take them very seriously. That's a problem in the material world. But in Vrindavan, although Krishna is extremely accessible to every single Vrajavasi, and none of them consider him God, there is no familiarity that breeds contempt in Vrindavan. Despite having profuse access to the Supreme Lord, none of the Vrajavasis ever take him for granted. They don't take him for granted. Every single moment, every single second they spend with Krishna is very valuable to them. They don't think, Hamesha idhar hi dikhta hai. He is always in front of us. Why should we take him so seriously? Whenever we want, we can see him. When somebody is more accessible, you don't take them seriously. But no one else could take Krishna as seriously as Vrajavasis. Even a moment of absence of Krishna is a devastating experience to the Vrajavasis. Truti yugayate tvam apashyatam kutila kuntalam shri mukham chate jada udikshatam pakshma kridrisham. The gopis are saying, Truti yugayate tvama pashyatam. Krishna, a truti. Truti means 1/17 of a second. You take 1 second time and divide into 17 portions. Or I don't know whether I'm saying the right calculation. Or okay, truti is a fraction of a second. What fraction? Do some research. I don't remember now. So a fraction of a second is like a yuga. Truti yugayate tvama pashyatam. Krishna, without seeing you, one truti, one small fraction of a second appears like a yuga for us. Millions of years for us. Kutila kuntalam shri mukham chate. We want to see, we are very eager to see your beautiful face that's nicely framed with curly locks of hair, Krishna. But jada udikshatam pakshma kridrisham. That jada, that dull-headed creator Brahma has kept these eyelids on our eyes, which are constantly blinking. We are unable to see you. And I blink maybe for 30 time, but in that 30 we are experiencing yoga of separation from you. He doesn't know how to design human bodies. He should take our consultancy. Next time we will guide him. Indra is very fortunate. He has 1,000 eyes all over his body. And we only have 2 eyes. Indra is not a great devotee. Although he has 1,000 eyes, with the 1,000 eyes he is seeing in all different directions but not seeing Krishna. Although Indra had 1,000 eyes, he could not understand the glory of Krishna. He has the greatest advantage of seeing Krishna from all directions. But his eyes are blinded. But the gopis have great eagerness to see Krishna. They say, Akshan vatam phalamidam naparam vidamaha. We don't know any other purpose for having eyes other than seeing Krishna. That's the extent of their eagerness to see Krishna. But they have only 2 eyes with eyelids, which are constantly blinking. So the point is, the gopis never take Krishna for granted. They never become familiar with Krishna. There is familiarity, but there is no contempt. But in this material world, even when there is little familiarity, there is contempt. We take people for granted. We don't take them seriously. But Vrindavan is a place where people have profuse access to Krishna, but with no disrespect. Never take him for granted. That's why Krishna keeps aside his godhood. He becomes more accessible to Vrajavasis. But other places, he has to be majestic. He has to be grand. People have to take appointment to see him. Traivishtapanam apidura darshanam. Even great devatas, including Brahma also, they have to wait at the shore of the milk ocean to see Krishna, to have some audience of Krishna. That's required. That's why yesterday we were discussing philosophical discussion is required. Because when we directly hear the intimate pastimes of Krishna, oh my God, we won't be able to maintain our respect for Krishna. Therefore, we need to understand philosophy. We need to go through the first 9 cantos systematically before we enter the 10th canto. And even the 10th canto also, we have to go through some philosophy along with sweet pastimes. Nothing wrong in hearing the sweet pastimes. But our hearing of sweet pastimes should increase our affection for Krishna, love for Krishna, and devotion to Krishna, not make us take Krishna for granted, not minimize his godhood. Okay. Therefore, pastimes of greatness will set a wonderful philosophical foundation to relish the pastimes of sweetness. Okay, these are some thoughts. What's the time now? 8:15. Did I go over time? I don't know. So we'll conclude here. Granthara Shrimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions? Comments? 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, in the middle of the class, you mentioned that if we do not have any taste for the pastimes of Krishna, we have a long way to go. So how to aspire for the taste in such a way that that desire for the aspiration, it doesn't become a distraction in ourselves? Like we're not thinking about the taste only all the time. Like when will it come? Why is it not coming? What am I doing wrong? How to do it in such a way?
No, Acharyas have already given us the regimen. Prabhupada already told us, chant 16 rounds, read Srimad Bhagavatam, serve Vaishnavas. The instructions are clear. We need to first check, are we following the instructions that are already given to us? The higher realms of deeper tastes and ruchi, asakti, bhava, prema will come later. But did I cross anartha nivritti stage? Before anartha nivritti, what is the stage? Bhajana kriya. Am I doing my bhajana kriya properly? Is my bhakti steady? Is it nishtha stage or anishtha stage? After anartha nivritti comes nishtha stage. Nishtha means steadiness in the practice of bhakti. Is my practice steady? Then all the interest, asakti, bhava, prema will come later. But before that there is nishtha. But before nishtha there is anartha nivritti. Till anartha nivritti happens, our bhajan is anishtita only. Our bhajan kriya is anishtha. Anishtha means unsteady. Sometimes we are excited. Sometimes we are, कल किया ना 16 माला वापस every day same mantra. One little girl was asking, like maybe her age, she was arguing with me in GEV. Yes, Hare Krishna Mahamantra means asking Krishna and Radharani for service. How many days you will ask for the service? You ask once and they'll give service and do the service, na? 16 rounds asking for service. Will he not get bored? Of course, I had to convince her. But now she took shelter. She chanted 16 rounds in few years. Thank God. Her mother is telling me, you should write a book on why children should chant 16 rounds. Why children should chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Before I wrote the book, she started chanting 16 rounds. That's good. That saved my time. But point is, there is anishtita bhakti. Our bhajana kriya doesn't have sufficient steadiness, because of which we still have anarthas. Because of anarthas, we are not coming to the stage of nishtha. Unless we come to nishtha, where is asakti, where is bhava, where is prema, where is attachment and all. What you are asking for will come later. But first, let's focus on the instructions given by the acharyas and focus on our bhajan. Okay. Any other question?
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu.
I have a very basic question, and pardon my ignorance, please. So, there is an Avatara Rahasya of every incarnation of Lord Shri Krishna. So, in Krishna Avatara, probably he wanted to deliver Bhagavad Gita to deliver the souls and follow the Bhakti Yoga and all that. My question is, he controls the three modes of material nature on every soul based on the past karma of the souls. So, and he is the all-knower of things. So he pretty well knew that what will be the outcome of Duryodhana's decision when he went as a messenger, right? Peace messenger. He would have known that Duryodhana may not accept it also, but still he went as a peace messenger. Is it for us to understand that peace is the first option before we take any other decision or a path? Is it for us to understand that he did that despite knowing Duryodhana's decision, what could be the outcome of it?
Yeah, we can see it like that from one perspective. Yes, we need to first try for peace before a fight, no doubt. If fight is inevitable, others are not willing for any peace negotiations, then you may have to fight. But first option is peace. Coming to the point of Krishna knowing our decisions, our thought process. Yes, he knows, he is the all-knower. Vedaham samatitani vartamanani charjana bhavishyani cha bhutani mamtu vedana kaschana. Krishna knows the past, present and future, but no one knows Krishna. Eyes can see hands, but can the hands see eyes? No. Krishna can see us, but we cannot see Krishna. So, although he knows everything, still he makes an attempt to convince. Because without Krishna making that attempt, people will think that Krishna has not even given a chance to Duryodhana. He judged him. He decided, especially the Gen Z will say. He judged him and he concluded that Duryodhana is not ready. But Krishna gave him an opportunity. Ram gave him an opportunity. Ram gave Ravana an opportunity. Before directly going for fight, he had sent messengers. Now also it's fine. He respectfully written Sita, let's avoid the war. But Ravana is not ready. So Krishna gives us multiple chances to surrender to him. But when we are too stubborn in our lack of surrender, then Krishna is obliged to punish us. Punishment is not Krishna's first option. It's the last option. He gives us so many chances. Still, if we are very stubborn, then Krishna takes the final decision. Right? And as far as Krishna knowing our decisions or our thought process is concerned, that does not eliminate our minute independence. Many times people ask this question. I don't know if your question indicates that, but let me address this also. We have some minute independence. We have some free will. With that free will, what we are going to do, Krishna already knows. Then what's the point of having the free will? My decision he already knows. My destiny he already knows. If everything is predestined, what is the role of my free will? So people, how many of you had this question? Say if this little child is there and so the mother keeps 10 dishes in front of the child. Say some paratha, some idli, some dosa, some pizza, some pasta, some noodles, Maggi, right? So there are some 10 items. Now the child has full independence. Which one to pick up? Who is the mother? Huh? Okay. What will you pick up when these 10 items are put in front of you? Huh? Pizza, pasta, Maggi, idli, dosa, medu vada, dokla, Fried rice? Okay, of all these 10 items, which one will you pick up? Do you know that, Mataji? Do you know that? Okay. She has free will. Mother never told her take pizza, to take pasta. But mother already knows that she likes pizza and pasta. Right? Mother's awareness of the taste of the child does not destroy the independence of the child. Child has the independence. She may like pasta, but she has the opportunity to take pizza also. Opportunity to take idli also. Right? Sometimes people say idli is impersonal. What is there in idli? But South Indians like idli only. What to do? But kids like pasta, pizza. But their parents know. Yes, definitely my child will pick up pasta only. Although the healthy idli is there. Easily digestible idli is there. They'll pick up pasta which is loaded with cheese or whatever. They know. Even if my child has cold, the child will pick up ice cream. Mother knows. So mother's awareness of the child's choices does not destroy the child's independence to make that choice. Similarly, Krishna's awareness of our decisions or our destinations does not eliminate our free will. Right? Any other question? Comment?
You made a point about Brajavasis pleasing Krishna. Everything is for his pleasure. I was thinking that, when we initially come to Krishna consciousness, we are told, oh, you have this propensity, just engage that in Krishna's service. You like to sing or cook or whatever, you engage that propensity in Krishna's service. So somewhere along the line so initially the center is us when we are engaging this in Krishna service. Somewhere along our devotional practice, that center has to shift from me to Krishna.
Correct.
How can that shift happen, Prabhu?
The initial stage is somewhat like Karma Yoga. In Karma Yoga, Karma Yoga and Bhakti Yoga, right? In Karma Yoga, the focus is karma. In Bhakti Yoga, focus is devotion. Like, you like to perform some karma. Karma means activity. You like an activity and you're offering that to Krishna. But in Bhakti, you choose that activity which pleases Krishna. So even before performing that activity is offered to Krishna. In Karma Yoga, you like to perform some activity, you did it, and you're offering the result to Krishna. Let me give a simple example. If she comes to your home, she likes pasta. That's everybody knows here. Right? She comes to your home and you made upma for yourself. Because she came to your home, you offered upma to her. That is Karma Yoga. But after she comes, you ask her, you like pasta, right? Then you make pasta and give her. That is Bhakti. Upma you made for yourself because you like it. And she happened to come there and you offered it. So Karma Yoga means you like some karma, you like some activity, and you dovetailed that taste or inclination to perform that activity, somehow connected it to Krishna. But you ask the guest, you like pasta, so I'll make pasta. So before even making that pasta, you are conscious of offering it to the guest. Similarly in Bhakti, before even starting an activity, you are conscious of pleasing the person who is the recipient of that result of that activity. But in Karma Yoga, it's not like that. You perform the activity for your pleasure, for your excitement, because you are interested in it. At the end, you offer the result to Krishna. However, having said this, our discussion is not complete without making one more point. Bhakti is not impersonal. In Bhakti, a Vaishnava's tastes are considered by Krishna. If you really like upma, if that's what you want to offer to Krishna, Krishna will be eager to eat your upma. he will change his taste to please you because you have so much devotion. Sanatan Goswami was offering rotis without even salt. Krishna asked, can you give me some salt? Salt puch mangega, then baad mein you will ask something else. Who will bring all that? Then you'll ask pasta. Initially asked for salt and then you're asking pasta and pizza. I cannot get all. You just eat this. I'm busy writing. He's writing for Krishna only, by the way. You see? So, once we become pure in our consciousness, all our tastes to serve Krishna are spiritualized. When we are still in the material realm, although we are serving Krishna, there is some material tinge in it. There is some material inclination in it. And we are nicely guided by senior Vaishnavas to utilize that material skill or material inclination in Krishna's service and purify it. Right? So that is good in sadhaka stage. But at certain point, you will not be doing what you want to do only and offer it to Krishna. You will understand what Krishna wants and do that service first. And by doing so, you become purified. Then your tastes will come into picture again. Then you will do what you want to do to please Krishna. That becomes pure bhakti. That's not any material inclination anymore. Right? Initially, our tastes are material inclinations. And we are nicely guided to utilize those material inclinations in Krishna's service and dovetail those material propensities in Krishna's service. And eventually we come to a stage where we pick up only those activities which are pleasing to Krishna. We'll forget our material inclinations. Or we will try to transcend our material inclinations, material tastes. Like, if we always do what we want to do, then where is our surrender to Krishna? If we always do what we can do, then where is our faith in Krishna? A devotee does things that he doesn't want to do also by surrendering to Krishna and to please Krishna. A devotee does things which he cannot do also ordinarily, keeping faith in Krishna that he will empower me and he will make me do it. He will venture into doing something which has no experience, but he is convinced Krishna will make me do it. So that's the next stage. And higher stage than that is that devotee develops such deep love and affection for Krishna that whatever devotee does, Krishna accepts it. Initially, whatever you do, you are offering to Krishna because you have some inclination and you are using it in Krishna's service. But later, you will forget that. You will keep that aside, keep aside your preferences, and you will take Krishna's preferences. All that is difficult for you, you still do it for Krishna. Then at some point, when you are very mature, then Krishna will give us some purity by which we choose to serve Krishna in a certain way. Krishna will accept it. To keep it in simple terms, when the child is very small, you are teaching the child ABCD. You are aligned with the mood of the child. When the child is like 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, they cannot align with a discipline. They are too small. So whenever they have some mood to study, you make them study. Whenever they have mood to eat, you feed them some food. Whenever they like to sleep, they'll sleep. Whenever they like to get up, they get up. You align your training to their receptivity when they're very small. But after they're little mature and grown up, whether they like it or not, they have to get up early in the morning, they have to go to school. No other way. They surrender to the school discipline, school principle, and they become more responsible for their studies. Right? There's no option. Then after they finish their schooling, they enter university and they're little more mature in their education. Now they don't work on obligation. They choose their own subjects. Initially, you teach them whatever subjects they are liking because they're too small. Now I have to teach in a simple way, simplified way. But after some time, whatever subjects the school prescribes, the child has to study. No other option. Whether he likes it or not, he has to study. Then after some time, when the child is mature, when he goes to B.Tech and M.Tech and other things, they are given that choice. You choose whichever subject you like. You enter medicine line, You want to enter engineering line? You want to enter arts line? So BTech, they are given some option. Master's degree, they are given more narrowed down options. You decide whatever you like. When they go to PhD, you want to focus on this one minute thing and do research on it for 3 years or 7 years, do it, no problem. Their tastes are respected, right? When they're very small, they have no taste only. They are operating on the base of urge. Then you are trying to somehow utilize that urge in study or whatever is beneficial for them. As a trainer, your trainer becomes more prominent in the initial days. But once they're a little more mature, they take responsibility. Whether they like it or not, they will do it. Because they know it's good for me. Then after some time, you respect their maturity. They become even more mature. You respect their maturity, allow them to do whatever they want. Make sense? Okay. Any other question, comment? 1, 2, 3.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. As you were describing this Krishna's most endearing quality of Bhakta Vatsala, how he reciprocates with his devotees, and you gave example how Krishna is having lunch with his Gopa friends, and there is multiple circles, but each one thinks Krishna is looking at him. So, because their reciprocation is there because of their pure devotion. But for us, when we're practicing devotees, and especially when we're going through this anartha nivritti stage, and we see all the dirt, the pride, envy, anger, everything. So 2 things. One thought comes, if I have so much dirt in my heart, why would Krishna want to reciprocate with me? First, that thought comes. And second, how and the other side, because we read and from our scriptures and hear from devotees that Krishna is always reciprocating. How to see that reciprocation from Krishna? So when those, so those 2 things. I was thinking about that. Why would
Krishna reciprocate with me? Because he loves us. Because he loves you, he wants to reciprocate with your sincere desire to serve him. Second question, how would you understand that he's reciprocating with you? To the degree we perform our sadhana sincerely, our seva sincerely, to that degree we perceive Krishna's actions in our life. See, when we are regularly staying in touch with a person, we'll understand their intentions, we'll understand their actions, we understand their motives, we know what's going on in their mind, isn't it? But when you're seeing them once in 2 years, there's no touch. You are not aware of what's happening with them, what they're thinking, what they're doing. So, similarly, to understand how Krishna is functioning, you need to regularly stay in touch with him. As a sadhaka, our regular touch with Krishna is through sadhana. When we sincerely chant the names of Krishna, when we sincerely hear Krishna Katha, study Srimad Bhagavatam, and do all the elements of sadhana, naturally, we'll be able to understand Krishna's divine intervention in our lives. Krishna is by default affectionate upon every single living being. Suhridam sarva bhutanam gnattvamam shanti murchati. Krishna declared it. I am Suhrud. I am the dearest friend and well-wisher of every single living being. Intellectually we have that understanding. But how do we experience it? How do we perceive it? How do we have a first-hand experience of it? Through Krishna's representatives. Krishna's love is experienced by a devotee through the love and affection of those who actually love him and love her. Parents love you. Other Vaishnavas love you. Everybody has some affection or some adoration, some appreciation for you. So, through the affection that you receive from Vaishnava community, you understand how much Krishna loves you. All the Vaishnavas, they are caring for us, loving us, they're affectionate towards us for whatever reason. Where is it coming from? It's coming from Krishna. When another devotee comes and appreciates you or showers some affection for you and offers some care and affection and some kind words towards you, they're coming from Krishna. And that Vaishnava, he's showing that warmth and affection towards you is a representative of Krishna. That's a proof that Krishna loves us. Initially, Krishna interacts with us through devotees. Then he will do it directly. Till Krishna does it directly, let's taste Krishna's affection for us through Vaishnavas. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Earlier you were mentioning about how independence and how can we have independence when Krishna already knows everything. And I had a similar question. It reminded me of a similar question that I had, and you've probably been asked this also many times. I'm just it's a little hard for me to understand this, Prabhu. I think Prabhupada says that, and this is true, right? Because Krishna is completely independent and we're his parts and parcels. We also have some minute independence. But it does not feel that way, right? And I think I hear in lectures also that the choices that we think we make, like the pasta example that you were giving, it would look like she's making the choice of, selecting pasta. But it is actually the choices that we make, we're controlled by material nature, and the three modes of material nature are controlling us.
Correct.
So we don't have independence there. And even in bhakti, I think Romapad Swami Maharaj was here recently and he was giving us classes from Madhurya Kadambini, where it says that you can only get bhakti from the mercy of a devotee. That's the only way. We don't have control there also. And even our progress in bhakti is also determined by Krishna's mercy. I mean, it looks like we're bound. So it must be, because Prabhupada says that we have independence. That must be true because it's there in Shastra, but also it doesn't feel that way.
How are you asking this question? Did someone control you? Did someone hypnotize you? You should ask this question. Did you use your independence to ask this question? Your independent thought process, your analysis? You ask very thoughtful questions every day, I think. Last year also you asked some question, right?
Yes,
I don't recall. So who is giving you that intuition or ability to ask such thoughtful, sometimes loaded questions? Your free will is not there, or someone is controlling you? I'm just asking. I'll answer the question, but just trying to think aloud and make you think.
That could be my free will, but that could also be I'm probably conditioned this way and I feel like I need to ask this question.
You answered your question. Every single living being has some minute independence. The way he or she utilizes that independence either restricts that independence or expands that independence. If we misuse our independence is restricted or controlled by material nature, as you said. And if we use that independence in a productive, nice, reasonable, dharmic way, our independence is expanded. Again, controlled by Krishna's divine nature. Devotees have more free will, more independence, deeper thought process. And lower species or typical materialistic people, they have lesser independence. See, independence is not just the ability to do anything. Independence is to not depend on the dictates of material nature. You may think that somebody who's a multimillionaire has more independence than me, but you have more self-control than them. Right? You are putting yourself under the shelter of Srimati Radharani and Krishna and the Acharyas, and they are keeping themselves under the control of material nature. Who is more controlled? Who has more independence? You have more independence than them. We may think independence means I can do anything I want. That's not real independence. Independence is gaining control over the self. One who gains control over the self are more independent, to think more independently, to act more independently in a dharmic way. Say a father gives some pocket money to the child. The child is using that pocket money nicely. I know one kid. Father gives weekly 50 rupees, I think. The child has accumulated that weekly 50 rupees means monthly 200 rupees. So over a period of time it became some 1000 rupees. I went to Hyderabad. The child just wrapped that 1000 rupees with a nice letter and said, "This is all I have. I want to gift it to you." Later the father came and said, "I give her pocket money like this and she offered all that to you." Then I took a nice Yashoda Damodar DT with that 1000 rupees and offered it back to her. Another time she accumulated 3000 rupees in my next visit. And she offered. I said, "Why are you offering?" That's her affection. Now the father has no hesitation. The child is utilizing the pocket money he's giving to the child in a very nice and appropriate and reasonable manner. If the child, growing up child, starts using that to buy chocolates, that is still okay. To buy cigarettes, to buy something else, or waste it, then the father will reduce the pocket money. Not weekly 50 rupees, monthly 50 rupees. Pocket money is completely cut. Right? Because you're wasting it. So you give phone to the child. Child is constantly playing video game whole day. Then what does the parent do? Parents take away the phone completely. No phone. Next 1 week. Just like Krishna is breaking butter pots. What did Mother Yashoda do? Tied Krishna. Simple. So Krishna's future is in Yashoda Mata's hands. Krishna's independence is controlled. Is restricted. So basically the purpose behind speaking all these examples is, we are servants of Krishna, we are parts of Krishna, he is supremely independent and we have minute independence. If we use that minute independence in productive and reasonable dharmic ways, Krishna will expand that independence. But if we misuse that minute independence, Krishna will restrict that independence. So, it seems that we are being controlled by material nature. But who allowed material nature to control you? Your own misuse of minute independence made material nature control you more. Right? And when you utilize your independence nicely, then Krishna will expand that independence. It seems that bhakti, devotees are controlling us. Like that control is wonderful. Devotees, when the devotees are Vaishnavas, their mercy is controlling you. Radharani's mercy is controlling you. There you seem to be controlled, but your independence is expanding. So Bhagavatam says that Vaikuntavasis have greatest independence, as independent as the Lord. They can do anything. Does it answer your question? Follow-up question?
Yes, Prabhuji.
What are you studying?
No, not follow-up question. I just wanted to say specifically the part where you mentioned that independence does not mean just doing anything, but it's kind of like depending on Krishna's actual independence. That part answered my question, Prabhu.
Okay. Remaining is Ehobah here. But anyways, thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Can you put the speaker there? Just alternate.
Who's controlling it?
Prabhu, this is you took us to the Vrindavan. It was like a movie for me. Two things I realized is we always hear Krishna Katha and we always understand that in Goloka, Vrindavan, every step is a dance and every word is a song. So that's the feeling you gave us in his whole Katha, especially the entering the Vrindavan pastime. Amazing. So now I felt, where is this poet? It's basically very poetic. So the poetry, what is the origin of poetry? Is it like looking at Krishna's beauty, Krishna's, it's unimaginable how beautiful, how everything is amazing. So that's how the acharyas come up with this glorification as a poetry. That's the origin of poetry, is my question.
Krishna is the origin of everything. Ishvaraha Paramaha Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. He is the origin of poetry. He is the origin of the entire creation and all the fine arts in that creation. He is the one who learned 64 arts in 64 days. He is the teacher, but he became the student also. He made one of his devotees the teachers and he started learning them. Because he already knows them. In 64 days he finished 64 arts. He became Chatushashti Kala Prapurna within no time. That's Krishna. Does it answer your question?
So how does the glorification of the devotees and all that, everybody has their own realizations, different realizations. How does that come out?
Coming back to her question. Minute independence. We all have independence. When we channelize that independence to study Shastra, when we use that independence to glorify Krishna, Krishna will give us creative thoughts to glorify, innovative ideas to glorify. He gives us that intuition to poetically glorify. And of course, our poetry must be dependent on the transcendental poets who glorified Krishna in the past, in line with Parampara. Vyasadeva glorified Krishna in writing. Sukadeva glorified Krishna in speaking. And many other wonderful devotees like Jayadeva Goswami, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. All our acharyas are poets. Right? They're writers. They're thinkers. Muhura ho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha. They're bhavukas. Rasikas. Rasikas means relishers of rasa. Bhavuka means very thoughtful devotees. And that thoughtfulness, when it combines with devotion, it creates magic. All our skills become useless zeros if there is no devotion. If you just add one more element to your personality, devotion, all the other skills or talents and inclinations that you have, they all become combined with your devotion, and you express all those skills through the lens of this devotion. Or you make all the skills subordinate your devotion to Krishna, then what comes out is glorious. Everything happens by Krishna's mercy, Radharani's mercy. Mahatmanastu mampartha daivim prakriti mashritaha bhajanti ananya manaso gnatva bhutadim aviyam. Devotees take shelter of Daivi Prakriti, Shrimati Radharani. Under her shelter, because she is the supreme goddess of devotion, she utilizes all her innovation and imagination in Krishna's service only. One who is under her shelter naturally becomes effective in one's services to Krishna. Otherwise, one has to come under the shelter of the external energy. And we are controlled by that external energy. Yes, she asked. Okay, thank you. Shall we conclude here? Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.